all eyes now lie on the top court, as it is set to pronounce the order on a plea to state's August 11 direction to permanently relocate stray dogs from streets to shelters in the Delhi NCR. A three-judge special bench comprising Justices Vikram Nath, Sandeep Mehta and N. Njariya had on August 14th reserved its order in this very matter. And earlier, remember, a two-judge bench of the Apex Court had passed a slew of directions which included ordering the authorities in Delhi NCR to start picking up all stray dogs from all localities and relocate the canines to dog shelters. Post which, widespread protests were reported across the country, with animal activists and celebrities urging the court to show compassion for the voiceless. So what will it be? Shelters or streets for these strays? Nalini Sharma joins me on the broadcast to in fact bring us more details into this. Nalini, a very good morning to you. You know, this has been a sensitive issue when we speak of the stray dogs and their fate. We've seen how the uproar has been not just contained to Delhi, but also across the country on the matter. What are we looking at in terms of an order coming in yet again from the Supreme Court today?
Well, Shreya, remember this three-judge bench that is going to pronounce the order today was constituted after there was massive backlash to the kind of order that was passed by the earlier bench that was led by Justice Pardiwala. And during the course of the hearing, this three-judge bench had observed that one of the main reasons for why the stray dog population had increased to such an extent was because the authorities had failed in doing their job. So it's been almost 5 to 6 days now since the entire hearing had happened before the Supreme Court, and now today we are expecting the order to be pronounced. So the main thing to watch out for is as to what extent will the earlier order by Justice Pardiwala's bench that had specifically said that all these stray dogs must be picked up immediately and moved to shelters, and that the municipal authorities must start building new shelters to house these dogs. To what extent will that order be stayed, if at all? Because the main concerns that the several petitioners as well as activists had against that particular order was the fact that it was being implemented even before the written order came out, which means that the authorities had gone to pick up the dogs, the stray dogs from the streets, even before they had the copy of the written order in their hand. So regarding that, they had also come back to the Supreme Court asking the CGI to reconsider this view, to set up a new bench, which the CGI had duly done, and the matter had been taken up urgently. But what remains to be seen is to what extent the three-judge bench will stay provisions or stay directions that were mentioned in the two-judge bench order. That's the main thing to watch out for. The second thing to watch out for is as to whether or not any further directions are going to be issued by the three-judge bench or not. It seems impractical at this point to issue directions asking for the stray dogs to be picked up immediately when the shelters are not even ready or built to house them. So whether or not the Supreme Court is going to be looking into that, and to what extent the Supreme Court is going to agree to stay the earlier order, is the main thing that we're expecting for today.
Right, Nalini. Thank you for bringing us all those details and putting it into context as to what has happened so far and what are the facts that we are looking at this given point when we speak of this very case. Yes, viewers, we are keeping a close track of what the SC's order shall be on this very matter today as the day progresses.